Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3. In our last video, we came to the mall to get a Persona for the Temperance Socially. Because we just didn't have one. We had used it to fuse for something, I think. So now we're gonna go... Why did I go to the dorm? So, we'll take care of this. And then, I think what we're going to do tonight is actually go to... Wait, it's Wednesday night, right? That's our spare night? It is. So, we're probably going to go to Tartarus, and I'm just going to grind off camera and see if I can get up to being able to make level 24 personas. Alright, it's time for Fashion Club. Oh, wacky messing. I do not understand. The song machine won't go. Baby seems confused. Take a break, I believe, is our answer. Yes, that is a good idea. Sorry. Come and say. I'm worried about my uncle. How can I convince him to let me stay here? If I became a samurai, maybe I could stand up to him. Or maybe if we go to the sweet shop and have a snack, I can come up with a plan. Shall we? Alright. Alright. Yatta, let's go! I am having a delectable time with Bebe. I have thought about this even in my dreams. I will be disappointed if I have to return to my country. I want to stay here in Nihon, even if I have to eat dirt. And support him is the answer. Arigato, thank you. I can do anything with your support, Vertica-sama. Jesuwa. Actually, I have a plan. I will return home. Moshiron, of course. I will not give up just like that. I will come back here after persuading my uncle. I will convince him how great Japanese. Now I just have to figure out how and explain it to him. That will be easy with your help, Vertica-sama. Please help me. I'm not even trying. Seems like Baby is counting on you. Your relationship is stronger now. Boom. The sun is setting. I'll see you again, sayonara. Alright, back to the dorm we go. And yeah, it's just coffee night, so nobody cares.
Where have you been?
Star Festival Special Bout. Okay. Alright. More than anything, I'm just doing this for the money and the again, the ability to create higher level personas. But let's check our status here. Because we can give him his blade fists now. Knuckles made from a famous sword, +3 agility. But overall, they're just an improvement. Okay. So, when we come back, I will probably have ground here until I am tired. So it's gonna be, it'll be till I'm tired or till I hit level 24 persona stuff, whichever comes first, which will probably be level 24. So I'll see you guys when that's done. Alright, well during our grinding, we actually got a level up for Fuka.
This will help you when you're in battle.
So she can use support scan. Which will show us, I don't know, something about when an enemy changes or something. All of our abilities are like passive abilities. Well, most of them are. We also found Raksasha. And some equipment for some people. So I'm just going to show people's equipment. We may have found the mechanical Geta. They're roller skate shoes. I promise that's actually what they are. We also found a sword in a regular chest in this grind, and it's the Juzumaru. So we can complete this request. This must be the katana that Nishirin used. Yeah, like, and she has all this stuff. Like, she knows the, like, it's a good sized sword too. And then she's like, got exact measurements for it. It's fantastic. Because she's Elizabeth and she's nuts. And then the rest of this video is just going to be showing you what I did with personas. We actually are going to complete the Vitala with Miraji. Errand as well during this. But we're going to have to dismiss and refuse Ghoul. Which I do. So there's Ghoul. Buy my version of Ghoul. So now we have to make a new version of Ghoul. There are other ways to fuse this persona, but Hupo and Ghoul, or Hupo and whatever will make Ghoul, just like we did before. But we can make sure it has the skill Miraji. Now, if your the skills that are added to new fused personas are variable. So if you don't like the skills that your persona has, your persona has the ability to get any random skills from the personas that are making it. So you can just cancel out the fusion and reselect it and see what the random skills are. We need Miraji because we're going to use Ghoul to fuse Vitala. And we need Vitala to have Miraji. See, it's a thing. But we're going to go compare this Ghoul to our other Ghoul. And whichever one is better in the compendium, we're going to save. And it actually turns out that the one we have this way, I actually think is a little better. So we're going to replace the record. So now every Ghoul we buy out of the compendium will be the one we just made. So Ghoul and Narcissus will make Vitala. And this Vitala has Miraji, which is what we want. And he's our other face, our other self. And because we've done some stuff with Tanaka, he actually gets a level up, which is nice. And as long as we don't let something happen to the skill Mirage, we should be fine. And look at that, he has all kinds of crazy stuff now. We've done a fully stacked persona because of our businessman social link and our clever fusing. So now we can go claim our reward. And we can now create King Frost. King Frost is not that... Well, I shouldn't say that. I actually, in my practice file, I used King Frost a lot. He's a great ice spellcasting persona. He's also going to be... I believe we need him to create a... I think we have to... There's a skill called the King and I think we need that. We need him for that. And then... we need him to create something called Black Frost. So right now I'm just showing you some of the possible fusions we can do. We don't end up making Pale Rider. Although I do love Pale Rider. Because it shares a name with one of the greatest Clint Eastwood westerns ever. And the greatest Clint Eastwood western ever is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. But Pale Rider is right up there. It's so good. Pale Rider's so good. Go see Pale Rider. You should be watching Pale Rider instead of this. And Little Shop of Horrors. Maybe Hang 'em High. So, we're gonna make Ares, because we need a chariot, and our bonus XP for him is ridiculous. What else should you be watching instead of this? I don't know. Once Upon a Time in the West? Yeah, watch. Watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and then Once Upon a Time in the West. And then after your 6-hour journey into Sergio Leone land, come back and I'll issue you an apology. Like, I don't know. Now at this point, the rest of this video is just setting up for the things that we're going to need to do, or we're setting up the personas that we're going to need for our next set of social links. Because that will be my primary concern through most of this. Trust me, we will have plenty of time late in the game to fill out the persona like board. And we will. I'm going to fuse every persona. We will see every... Well, I don't know that we'll see every one of them in battle, because we won't. There's low-level ones we're past already that will fuse to fuse. But we won't see them. But we will get the compendium filled up 100%. The last level ones, though, some of them are crazy. When you get to the high level, I don't remember if they're tower ones, or if they are... Take Minakata is hugely important. There's a skill that he combines with somebody else to do. He is part of several multiple persona fusions that are unique. Super important. He also has no arms. See, no arms. And we haven't established the Hangman social link yet, but we will. Soon. And it will be sad. Like,
They're all... I talk about this when we established the Hangman social link. Everyone is sad after this. We are going to make High Pixie as well. But some of these, like, you can... You're not going to need to fuse all of these to get through the game. You fuse them all because, well, frankly, there's one at the very end that you can't fuse until you fused every other one. Not that by that point you'll need it. But there are higher level ones, and they're all based on biblical characters, and some of them are ridiculous. Like you fuse Satan later, and Satan is ultra high powerful as a fusion, and it looks like something that H.R. Geiger made for the Alien movies. It's fantastic, so good. Yeah, there's Satan. There's like a Lucifer, I think. There are several different angels like Michael. There's Messiah, I believe, later. I would really have to look, but yeah, and some of those, like, without a doubt, we'll be using Satan later because his skills are ridiculous. So we're gonna make High Pixie because High Pixie has Bufula, and we would really like that. And she'll do her best to give us support. Now, one of the things that I will be doing at some point, when I go back to fuse these, to fill these in, then what I'll do is, I mean, I'll be using a guide. There's no really great way to plan out what you're doing here, for the simple reason that there's an unlimited different, like, set of fusion combinations. So there aren't really great... if there are really great rules, I don't understand them. If there's something like, every time you add a priestess to a devil, you get a death. Well, that might be true. There might be formulas like that. In fact, there probably are. But GameFAQs definitely has a fusion list. We should definitely use it. And what I did was I went through and I actually made a list of every single persona in the game by its arcana, listed from lowest level to highest level, and then as I went through, because they're listed that way in the compendium, so you can check the compendium to see whether or not you've gotten all of them. I think the most any of them have is 9. And so we're going to buy some personas back. When we're done with all this, I'm going to show you all the personas that we have coming out of here, so you know exactly where we're at. And we're just buying Omakani to have a Hierophant because we're going to go back and do more Hierophant stuff. I believe Hierophant will be the first one that we can actually make the top level persona. Although, I'm looking around actually right now for my list to see if I can find it. Which I better, because I didn't cross stuff out so that I could use it again. Because I don't want to remake it, it was a pain. Well, I'm not seeing it, but that doesn't mean it's not here. What am I seeing? What is this stuff? Oh, these are dreams of mine that I wrote down. Because I write down my dreams. You should too, because, well, unless your dreams are boring. If you have dreams about going to, like, school and becoming an accountant, and then all your dreams are about accountant stuff, then maybe you shouldn't write down your dreams. Maybe it's best to forget them. But if you have dreams about... Do I have time for this? Like, let me see what I have written down here. I hope it's not embarrassing. I don't have time for this. Nope, I'm not reading that. Alright. So, anyway. Let's go look at the personas we made while I was rambling around and shuffling papers. I'm gonna have to find that list though. It's super important. Alright, so here's what we have. Fortuna. Vitala. Aries. High Pixie. Can't pronounce. Cheerleader girl with wings. Omakani. Valkyrie. Taki Minakata. And Naga for the Hermit. Now, that covers all of our social link stuff for a while. And we're in good shape as far as leveling up and completing our errands here. So we can now run through the plot line up until the next boss. Until Tartarus opens up further. And the next month of Tartarus is actually going to be kind of a huge deal for a crunch in time. There's a big, there's a vacation and stuff in the middle of it. And now I'm also going to pick up Narcissus, I believe. Narcissus. I don't particularly need that one just yet. We will need it sometime toward the end of the month. So, that being said, we will save the game, and when we pick this back up, we'll be in live commentary, going through our social link stuff. I will see you folks for that. And we won't be back in Tartarus for a while, which is good news for you guys, because social links are more fun. I'll see you guys for that. Bye, everybody.